So, what's the worst rated cruise line according to the internet? Well, this one behind me. Now we're going where no other YouTuber has ever gone before. Okay, that's a lie, but we're going to be getting on this bad boy today. Join us as we experience everything from the cruise food, the culture difference, it's an Italian cruise line by the way, entertainment and much more. Plus, we booked the best cabin on the world's worst cruise line. Will this make things more bearable? I've got to admit, I'm very scared. What can go wrong? Well, ahoy there cruisers and welcome to Spain. We just landed in Barcelona after a very, very early flight indeed. Oh my God, we had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Starting to feel a little bit nervous in my tummy now. I don't know what to expect. We were just staying on the flight over. I have absolutely no idea what to expect with Costa Cruises. It's one of the biggest cruise lines and we've never sailed with them. An Italian cruise line as well, like we said. So we're just waiting for our Uber. We're going to head over to the port, get on, and then you're going to experience this with us. What's it going to be like?
So we've safely made it to Barcelona port. That was a very smooth journey. We just hopped in an Uber. It was about 45 euros. Possibly one of the most miserable Uber drivers I've ever had in my life. But hey ho, he got us here safely. There is also lots of taxis there at the airport that you can just jump into. They're all about the same price. There's quite a few ships in today. It's very quiet, but there's actually a lot of ships in. Behind her is the Iona, and that's the British P&O cruise line, which is actually the same ship. So they use the same ship for different cruise lines, but it's going to be very different on board. I can't wait to see what Costa's like. We've been on Iona before. If you want to see what the Iona's like, go and check out those videos. Enough talking. Let's get on board this ship. I'm very nervous. Oh, we don't know what to expect. Is the language barrier going to be okay? Is it all going to be in Italian? Are they going to understand us? Is the food going to be okay? Is the people going to be okay? What is this cruise line going to be like? I'm a little bit nervous and we've got 7 days on board this ship, so wish us luck.
We are on board. Now, to be fair, that was quite quick. Slash a little bit disappointing. Now guys, we're not sweet queens, but like we said in the description and in the intro, we have booked the best suite on board. But there was really no sweet perks. There was a sweet lane, but the lady who was checking everybody in sent us through to the very long line of people waiting to check in. And then we saw the sweet lane and we went back and said to her, and we basically had to argue, and I mean like say, no, it says here suites. It actually has a big sign saying suite. And she was like, no, this line. And we're like, oh, okay then. Well, but we did end up getting in the suite line. And to be fair, the lady who checked us in here in Barcelona was absolutely lovely. We're given our cruise cards and then we've just got on board. As soon as we've got on board, we've came into this main atrium area and whoa, it looks so different because we've been on the Mardi Gras from Carnival and the Iona with P&O, and like David said, those types of ships are exactly the same, but this looks completely different. I'm a little bit surprised in a positive way really. She looks really modern and nice. We're in the coffee shop because the buffet isn't open yet because we did get on really early, so that's definitely a bonus. Now if you're staying in a suite, you get the full drinks package, which is really fantastic, so all of those premium drinks. But literally the second we sat down, and it is quite busy in here, we got offered a drink, so that's really fantastic. So very good start indeed, and we need that coffee because we're up at 2 a.m, so we'll have the coffee, then we're going to take you for a little bit of an explore to see what our first impressions are, then food, and then our cabin. You're going to want to see our suite because it looks a little bit strange, let us just say.
My top tip for any cruise, not just Costa Cruises, is make sure that you print off all your boarding passes and your luggage tags. You can have them on your phone, but really do bring a hard copy. It just makes it so much easier. Particularly on Costa, they actually wanted a physical hard copy of your boarding pass, but it just makes it easier, guys. Print it off and you don't have to worry. You don't have to mess around when you get to the port. You can just drop your bag and go.
Oh, guys, I'm very excited. I've got my bloomin' coffee, and it's Italian coffee. Caffè Vergnano from 1882, so it's a vintage coffee. Let's have a little try. It smells delicious, and honestly, I do need keeping awake today. I have to say, I was really dreading that 2 a.m. start, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because you know what? You're going on a cruise, so you could be going somewhere worse, like an office or work. Right, let's have a try. Oh, you can only imagine how much I love this coffee. Olive, you so much. That's more than I can handle. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not roaming around these puns.
Oh my God.
To get it wrong.
They're going to kick us off before we even set sail.
Oh, that's so nice. It's got a little bit of bitterness, a nice bit of smokiness in there as well. Very, very lovely. It goes down a treat. Delightful indeed. Cheers. What's the first drink of their vacation done? lovely, and it's good. We were going to show you around the ship, which we are going to, I promise, but we need food. Honestly, it's been at least 12 hours since we've ate, so we're going to head to the buffet because it is open now. It opens at 12 o'clock. Oh, this is fancy. But I have to say, we haven't done any research about this cruise at all. I mean, we've had a quick look at our cabin online, but I know nothing. So you're going to be seeing everything for the first time with us, which is unusual because it's an Italian cruise line, which we've never cruised with before. Oh, up the stairs. Oh, Jesus, guys. Doesn't like that, does it? It doesn't sense things, so it just almost broke the camera, but it's all good. Are you all good, camera? You all good in there, people? Right, let's head up. It doesn't say anything in the lifts. Let's just go to 16. Let's pretend that works. Are you ready, David? The food is a contentious point on Costa. What do you think we're going to experience?
Well, all I'm saying is elbows at the ready. I've been doing my elbow sharpening routine all week in preparation for Costa. If it's anything like MSC, I'm expecting pizza and pasta, hopefully a little bit more. And if it's good pizza and pasta, I'm not going to be angry with that.
I'm sure it said deck 16, David, but apparently it's deck 8. But there's no information on the buttons or anything. Usually it has a little thing saying where things are, but not on this ship. But we'll find it, don't worry.
2 hours later.
Oh, we found it, David.
Yeah, it didn't lie to us. It is on deck 8. That just feels unnatural. And I can see they've got the fancy hand washing machines.
Oh my gosh, how cool are these? Go on, David, give them a spin. No pun intended, because I think they are going to spin the water.
You ready?
How does it feel?
Well, nothing. Oh, it feels weird. It's like man getting a little hand massage with little sprinklers.
Oh, dinner and a show.
Well, we've got our food, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised with the buffet. Now, it's not the biggest buffet I've seen, so there's actually lots of different types of pasta. There's like 4 or 5 different pasta stations. There's soups, there's cold salads, which is like cold cuts of cheese. There was cold meats and a make your own salad station. There was some desserts. There was a selection of breads. It was pretty basic. It was all kind of just one type of bread roll. There was a vegetarian corner. There was a fruit stand. There was a small selection of hot dishes, meat and fish dishes, and a really small selection of curry dishes. So not the biggest buffet, but actually I think it all looks quite pretty. It all looks very fresh and delicious, and yeah, it looks impressive.
Yeah, knock me over with a feather, because I am a little bit impressed as well. I really like the look of the buffet as well. It works really well how it's laid out, and I really like the decor as well. No pizza though, so there must be somewhere else for that, I'm guessing, because it is an Italian cruise line, but it did all look very Mediterranean and fresh, better than what we got on Norwegian a few weeks ago by the looks of it. About the same as Royal Caribbean and cruise lines like that, but better than MSC as well. Every video, people comment, how can so many people travel luxuriously in times like these?
Well, these luxury travelers know.
The key is having your money work for you, even when you're on the road.
A side hustle, a remote job, or maybe even a YouTube channel.
But whatever your plan is, it's been incredibly challenging. Prices are soaring, and this summer 4 in 5 vacationers had to change their plans as a result, according to a Bankrate survey. That's 4 in 5 of us.
So how do we adapt and keep our money working for us?
Well, our sponsor, Masterworks, may be able to help.
They've already distributed back a total of over $60 million in proceeds to date.
By giving you access to one of the most unique luxury assets in the world. Fine art.
This is multi-million-dollar stuff that usually hangs in museums, from icons like Picasso, Banksy, Warhol. While this art was once exclusive to millionaires,
Masterworks' art investing platform makes it so you don't have to spend millions of dollars.
They've sold 23 paintings to date, including a multi-million-dollar Basquiat just a few weeks ago.
With over 900,000 sign-ups, you can check out Masterworks for yourself by using our link in the description section below or the QR code on screen to get VIP access.
Past results are not indicative of future performance and do not include unsold works. Investing involves risk.
See important Regulation A disclosures at masterworks.com/CD. Right, I went for something a little bit healthy, guys. I know, take a seat. You're going to be surprised. I'm saving myself for dinner. I went for all of the salady things. There's like a salad station and I got a lovely salad with some balsamic. And then I got some chicken breast, which looks really nice. And loads of like beautiful roasted vegetables. They had so many types, like mushrooms and onions and tomatoes. And it looked really good, super Italian and fresh. The crew so far have been really pleasant as well. It's really funny because they all talk to you in Italian to start off with, even though we boarded in Spain. So I'm guessing the majority majority of passengers are from Italy, and they're like, buongiorno, and then I'm like, buongiorno, then immediately they're like, hello.
In a thick Yorkshire accent.
All I've got to do is open my mouth and say in Italian a word, and straight away they know that I'm not Italian.
Grazie.
But we've heard that the crew do speak English better than they speak Italian, so that's good, so don't worry about that. I'm going to try and get a little bit of everything onto my fork here. Let's have a little try. That is delicious, really good. Salad is really fresh and delightful. The chicken is very moist and lovely, and I love all of the little burned bits and all of the vegetables. It's very, very tasty indeed. I'm on a bit of a health kick, guys, so I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight because I want to be here for a long time and enjoy cruising as long as I can without dropping dead with a heart attack or anything like that. So I'm trying to take care of myself, but I'm not offended. This is nice, healthy food.
I went for the stereotypical pasta, got myself some olive oil, some balsamic for my bread. Actually looks quite impressive. Like I said, there was a couple of different types of pasta you can choose from. Oh no, that's not balsamic, that's red wine vinegar.
Oh, David, that doesn't look right.
Oh gosh, that looks like a murder scene. Maybe I'll just remove the bread roll. Okay.
What is it? Red wine vinegar?
Whoopsie. Ignore that. Bread roll. Could use it as a doorstop, honestly. Could whack this off.
Oh, jeez.
It's a weapon, honestly. Maybe won't try that because I do like my teeth. I don't want to ruin them. Let's hope the pasta's a little bit nicer.
It's a weapon of mass teeth destruction. A dentist's nightmare.
Really tasty pasta. I went for the creamy pasta with mushrooms, and it's really, really tasty, kind of like hearty flavours, and nice and hot as well.
We had to get a dessert, didn't we? It wouldn't be lunch or dinner without it, or breakfast for that case. Breakfast dessert time. What in God's name is this? It looks like a little magic mushroom.
Or a corkscrew.
Or a corkscrew. Oh yeah, it does. It looks a little bit moist as well. Should we have a little try? It's nice, but I don't know what it is. I think it's like being dipped in milk or something, so maybe it's like a milk cake. But actually very sweet and lovely. This other one looks like a chocolate millefeuille.
Yeah, all the descriptions were all mixed up.
Ooh.
So I'm not really sure. It was a bit of a lucky dip what you got, really.
Let's have a little try, shall we? Let's get a bit of everything in my mouth. Really quite good indeed. It is not offending my taste buds. It's creamy, chocolatey, and the layers of pastry are actually really quite beautiful indeed. Oof. Oh, David, take this away from me. How am I going to eat healthily on this cruise ship when we've got desserts like this? Well, that was a nice first surprise, wasn't it? We're going to let you know everything throughout the whole cruise, exactly what we think. Is it as bad as everybody says? Like, why is this called the worst cruise line in the world? Because certainly so far it really doesn't look like it to me. Next up, before we take you on a quick look at the ship, we're going to head to our restaurant. We're going to be in a club restaurant because we're in a suite. It's called Bella Vista, but we've been assigned 9 p.m. dining, which for non-Central Europeans like us is very late indeed, guys. I can't eat at 9 o'clock at night. I wouldn't be able to sleep on a night. So we're going to go see if we can get an earlier time, more like 7 p.m, something like that, which is much more suitable for us. Our restaurant's just down here apparently, so let's go and see what we can do about that, shall we?
Oh gosh, it's actually quite nice.
Oh, David, there is an Italian restaurant.
Yes, we found the Italian pizza restaurant, so we definitely have to try that during this cruise. There's a teppanyaki restaurant as well.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Yeah, it does look lovely, but this is actually quite nice. I thought it was going to be super garish, but it feels actually quite modern, and it's definitely not bland compared to like the Iona and the Arvea, which was very bland. This has a little bit more character to it, but it's actually quite lovely. So far, so good.
Right, where is this Blummin restaurant? Oh, it is down here, Bella Vista. It says on the sign there.
Okay, let's go.
There really isn't anything better than being impressed by something when you've came into it thinking it's not going to be great. Oh my gosh, what is this? This is, oh, it looks like a kind of a Mediterranean kind of courtyard. This is lovely. There's a gelateria, so an ice cream shop, a sports bar. But look at this. Oh, it's lovely. A Ferrari bar, which I think is a type of Prosecco, so like the Italian champagne. But it's very lovely indeed. I do quite like the theming. Now, there is a strong smell of cigarette smoke, like very, very strong indeed. I don't know where that's coming from, but you can smell it in here. Right, the restaurant's just here. Anybody there, David? Oh, they're closing on you.
No, there's nobody there, unfortunately. It looks like a nice restaurant though. If they can't do it here, we can probably just call down to reception and see if they'll change it for us.
Should we have a quick sneak peek?
Yeah, let's have a quick look. We love doing this on the boarding day, just having a look around. I think it is open though, because people are eating. So we spoke to the maitre d', he was really nice and he's changed our dining time to 6:45. He was lovely, he just had to find us a table on the earlier sitting. We didn't realise as well it's open for breakfast and lunch and it has like a little small buffet in there, so we need to try that as well. My gosh, Ben, it's like stacking up all the things we need to try on this cruise already.
It's not very often, but I feel completely clueless on this cruise. I really do, because I just don't know anything about it or how anything works. But yeah, right. Let's go and quickly drop our bags off, because there is a place to store your bags, apparently on deck number 16, I think they said. What was nice as well, when we got on board, we were given an explanation of what time things open, which was really good as well. So we're going to drop off the bags and then we'll give you a quick whiz around and give you a quick look. And then we're going to show you that cabin, and it does look pretty epic. So I am excited to get in there. They open at 2 p.m. So we've got about 1 hour of a little tour time to show you around, and then we'll go show you that cabin. I'm sure you're just as excited as we are.
Just walking through the aisles where all the cabins are, and it's quite funny because I can't get over how just rude all of the passengers are. People just barged right past us and didn't even say excuse me in any language. They just barged right past. There's also a very distinct whiff of smoke from every single cabin as we walk past. It almost smells like the whole ship is a casino. Do you know that casino smell where it's like smoke that's then covered with the scent of like perfumes and stuff? That's kind of what this whole ship smells like. Emergency!
Muster drill time, and we have to take these guys, which is crazy.
I know, I haven't done this in a long time. Orange is the new black.
Muster drill done. We didn't have to try it on, guys. Basically, we had to scan our cruise card at our muster station. That was it. Easy as pie, so all done. Now, you might be asking, why did we choose to come on this cruise line? Because yes, guys, we do know all of the bad reviews it gets, so we do know what we're getting ourselves into, so don't worry about that. We've purposely picked this cruise and cruise line to make an entertaining video and see if all of the things are true that people are saying on Cruise Critic. Now, I've got a big list of all of the Cruise Critic criticism, because it comes as the lowest rated cruise line on there. So Costa is the lowest rated cruise line out of all of the major cruise lines online, and I can see why, because lots of people shout everywhere, which is another problem that we've been having. Lots of people are saying the worst cruise company ever, worst holiday ever, worst cruise in 15 years, never again, and poor, terrible incompetent service and rude crew, terrible food, and so many upcharges. So just what have we got ourselves in for? Well, we're going to find out on this episode, and we're quite excited to experience everything and see if those rumours are true. So let's carry on with the cruise, shall we? We're going to give you a very swift tour, a Taylor Swift tour of the Costa Toscana, which is the newest ship by Costa, and the ship does feel quite modern really, guys, and I have to say so far it's very quiet. Most of the clientele on board, I'd say 99% of them are definitely European. We've heard lots of Spanish, German and French, and especially Italian. So let's have a little walk through. So in here we have what looks like the photo gallery. Now, the first thing I've noticed about this ship is how bright and colourful it is, and maybe not in the best way. I mean, it's quite garish. It's sort of yellows, blues, greens. Some areas look a little bit more classy, like that area we showed you before, but it is very bright indeed, and she does look very modern. But do you know what? If you like a bit of colour, you're not going to really hate this. It's quite nice. More restaurants on my left. I'm not sure what that is. It's called La Anne4. It looks like a specialty restaurant, to be honest. And this is still the photo area, so there's lots of photo stands and places to have your photos taken. And yeah, let's head on and see what else we've got, shall we?
Oh, so this is like the tours place, or the tours place as Ben calls it, where you can book all your shore excursions. Lots of screens. It's very modern, isn't it, the ship?
It is. I mean, I know I said it was bright and colourful, but I actually don't hate it that much.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I have seen pictures and I thought it was going to be super garish, but it's not. It's just very colourful.
It's like a rainbow.
All right, Cyndi Lauper.
Wow, and this bit really is over the rainbow. Like Dorothy once said, we're going over it, guys. Next cruise desk in here as well, but as you can see, it's very vivid, but it is quite cool. I love colour. If you don't love colour, you're going to absolutely blooming hate this ship. But yeah, let's walk through and see what else we've got. Oh yeah, so this is a shore excursion area. It's quite big really, but yeah, nobody's about at the moment. And then we're just heading back into that main atrium area. Now in the main atrium area, you've got things like bars and places to sit and relax. And like I said, it's a theatre as well. So this transforms into a theatre on an evening. It's a big circular theatre, and you can sit on one of 3 decks and watch the shows. And one thing that I really do like are those really big windows on either side. They're very panoramic and offering great views of the sea as well. So let's go further explore, shall we? This is really lovely.
Well, this is actually very impressive. Like Ben said, it's like a theatre in the round in the centre of the atrium. Sort of like the Carnival Mardi Gras, more like Princess Cruises' new ship. It's that kind of concept. Screens all around. It looks very impressive actually, but there doesn't look like much seating for the size of ship, and a lot of the areas look like it's going to be difficult to see the shore. But we're going to have to come see the show and see what it's like. I'm actually excited to see what it's like.
So apart from the theatre, you've got the coffee shop as well, and I saw some tasty treats in there. Now we're going into the Leonardo Grand Bar. Ooh, Leonardo DiCaprio, eat your heart out. Oh yeah, so this looks like a lounge sort of area where you're going to have maybe dancing and performances in here, like a smaller style theatre maybe. You usually find these on a lot of the ships, but do you know what? It's actually quite big in here. There's lots of room to sit, which is nice to see. Because one thing we've seen on a lot of new cruise ships lately are some of the venues are tiny, but this looks really, really big. We'll see what's on in here, maybe some bingo and trivia. Whether or not it's going to be in Italian or a different language, we don't know. We'll find out together. But yeah, this is a nice modern space. It really is, and a little bit more toned down than Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat section back there.
Well, they had to slip some rainbows in. They're just behind the bar there.
Oh well, it's still quite toned down in here. Right, what have we got down here, David? It looks very dark indeed. Mysterious.
It does. Let's see. It is the arena.
Oh.
The Poltrona Frau. Arena, Poltrona Frau.
Beautiful, beautiful pronunciation. I'm guessing this might be the theatre maybe?
The main theatre on board. Let's have a little looky-loo, shall we? This is very interesting layout indeed.
Oh, it is? What? This is weird.
Kind of like the new Norwegian theatre and the new Virgin Voyages theatre, where it's like an arena. It's got a big dance floor, but then I guess they're going to do shows and then it become a nightclub on a night as well, I'm guessing, because we know how the Italians love to party.
This is strange.
Yeah, it does have theatre seating around the side, but a lot of them have just got screens in front of them, because I'm guessing you can't actually see what's going on the stage. But yeah, if you've seen the new Norwegian cruise ships or the Virgin Voyages ships, they have a very similar space like this where it can convert into different things.
Come early, guys, because if you sat all the way back here, like David said, with the TV screens, you are miles away. You legitimately can't see a bloomin' thing, but I like it. It's a little bit different, which is really cool, and I like different because different is the spice of life, isn't it?
So we've just walked back through the deck to get some shots on the camera, some B-roll for you, and I've put my finger on what this reminds me of. It's like a kids club or a kids TV show set from the 90s.
Things between us all, couldn't we?
Yes, I've already said
but
that,
what
Jeffrey.
would we make them out of, Jeffrey?
It's bright, it's colourful. It's very different and fun, but the colours, all the primary colours, are really giving me 90s TV show. Is it too much? Let us know in the comments section below. The 90s are back in fashion, so maybe it's now classed as retro, Ben. Welcome to the jungle. We're now on deck 7. See, it even has its own forest theme like the kids' TV shows used to have. Let's go and explore a little bit more and let's see what else is on this deck.
Ooh, so deck 7 immediately has a different feel. You've got the Heineken Club and Bistro, which looks very, very interesting. Then some shops, including a Miss Bikini. Treat yourself, ladies. And then we're walking through to a very colourful area. It's called the Sala Arcade. So I'm guessing this is an arcade. And I can see that this leads to the casino as well, which isn't really that big on this ship. Oh my gosh, look at these roofs, very, very MSC indeed, and very blingy. But yeah, this whole deck so far does have a very different feel. It feels a lot more modern and toned back. But yeah, the casino is very, very small indeed. This casino is quite small really, but it does go across to the other side of the ship as well. Whether or not it gets busy on these cruises, we just don't know.
But fear not, Ben. We're back to the multicoloured rainbow of decoration. We're coming to more shops. A sunglasses shop, a watch shop. Every cruise line has these sort of shops, don't they? And this is taking us back to the centre of the ship.
Yes, so we're back in the main atrium area on the second level of those 3 levels, and I've got to say guys, this really reminds me of an MSC ship. Now if you know us, we absolutely love the MSC ships because they are just beautiful. Just everything else we have a problem with, but there's a very, very cool looking Campari bar, which is awesome. More seating for that arena down there as well, and then I can see a couple of little bars, and there's a sushi place as well, which I should expect is an extra charge. But yeah, this is a nice little area, and it feels so different, I can't tell you, to what I thought it was going to feel like. I just didn't know what to expect, but it's pretty nice so far.
I think I'm having a psychedelic moment. This ship keeps changing themes more than I change underwear.
Oh,
Every
David.
single section's a different theme. We went from the Italian courtyard into like a Mediterranean, modern, bright, colourful area again. I mean, you can say one thing. It's not boring, and thank God it's not beige and bland.
Oh, it looks like the sheen version of the dockhouse on Virgin Voyages, or Temu maybe. But this is sort of like a central area filled with shops. You've also got the reception desk as well, which is the guest services. And something that I've spotted, which is really cool, is that they have kind of screens showing what desk is available next, which is pretty cool. But yeah, some pretty cool furniture here. And again, it is like every colour under the sun. They've used pinks, blues, yellows, greens, any colour on the rainbow. They thought, you know what, let's splat it everywhere. There isn't enough colour in our life. And do you know what I mean? I'm not offended. But yeah, lots of shops and things down here, and also a bar in this area as well.
And finally on this deck, you've got the top level of that arena that we showed you earlier. But let's continue up to deck 8 and see what that's got in store for us.
And up to deck number 8 that we go. So this is where the buffet is, which we were a little bit confused about because usually it's higher up. But as we said, a really nice, spacious buffet, lots and lots of seats. Even here on boarding day, it's not too bad. This pizza shop's really lovely, isn't it? It's quite big as well. It reminds me a little bit of the pizza shop on Princess Cruises.
Yeah, where they have like Alfredo's? Is that what it is? Alfredo's Pizza?
And Gigi's as well.
Gigi's on Princess Cruises. I do love it because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of an alternative restaurant rather than going to the main dining room every night.
We'll also mention that it has a full wraparound deck outside as well, which is really good as well. We can see lots of seating areas. There's even a pool at the back, some sun lounges, but this area is smoking, and we have noticed a lot of people smoking on this cruise already. I'm not sure if it's a European thing compared to the American cruise lines, but it's something that we saw. So welcome to the outdoor decks, and first up the solarium, which really does look beautiful. Now a quick correction, earlier on we said that the pizza was free in that pizza place. No, it is an extra charge, and it's quite expensive, 10 to 12 euros. We had a look at the pizza, looks no better than Royal Caribbean's complimentary pizza. We are noticing a lot of upcharges, so they're doing salad bowls up here which cost money, about 5 or 6 euros. Even the grill, the hamburgers, hot dogs are an extra charge. The crepe station is an extra charge. We haven't found any complimentary ice cream at all. And oh my gosh, guys, they're charging €2, so about $2.50 for French fries. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. So apart from the buffet, there really is no food that we've seen that's complimentary, so that's a bit poor. So we're going to see throughout our cruise whether or not the food is any good. Stay subscribed for that, because you'll want to know.
I do love an Aperol Spritz, and I do love this Aperol Spritz bar. It's actually one of 2 Aperol Spritz bars. There's another one outside. I sound like I've had a few Aperol Spritz. Can't say it. When I was in the buffet, I thought it was a bit strange that there was like none of your buffet classics, like your French fries, your hamburgers, your pizzas. And that's why I assumed that the pizza place was included and that the street foods place was going to be included. But it wasn't, because you've got to pay extra for all that kind of food. I'm honestly quite shooken that there's no free pizza, or included pizza I should say, on an Italian cruise line, and they are charging for it. That is very, very cheap. So apart from the buffet and the main dining rooms, everything else you have to pay for. So the majority of the food that you'll get complimentary on most other cruise lines, and you certainly get complimentary on Carnival cruise lines because this is a part of the Carnival Cruises brand, you have to pay extra for. And I'm talking about things like French fries, pizza, burgers, all your cookies. You have to pay extra for them.
But enough about mourning about the food, because we're sure there's plenty. They have done this solarium really beautifully. It's a very, very lovely space. But let's go check out what's outside now, shall we? Because it's got some really cool features compared to the other ships. So we're outside now, and I have to say that the outdoor areas are quite impressive. We can see a few water slides, which is pretty cool. There's a sports court, plenty of sun lounges, and a few pools scattered around as well. Very different to the other ships in this class that we've been on, so pleasantly surprised. It's nice to see something a little bit fresh and new. Now, what the heck do you call this? Honestly, why do they do this on every bloomin' cruise ship? A glass walkway at the top of the ship, and now this one is bloomin' huge, and it looks down to the very bottom deck, which is just horrendous. We're like 18 stories up now. I'm not even gonna look. This is like absolutely, literally horrendous, guys. But I'm gonna do it because I'm brave. I'm a brave boy. I'm a brave boy Ben. And this is just Horrible. Whilst I'm doing this, I'll talk about the back area. It's called the Piazza del Campo. And basically it's a big screen area and like an auditorium, and it looks like they'll hold things like maybe parties, outdoor parties and things there, but it looks pretty cool. So this is the very back of the ship. There's some really cool swings and sun lounges and stuff, and obviously a bar, but I'm getting off this now. Nope. David, I'm stuck now because both sides have got the glass and this is the solid bit in the middle. I'm just gonna go for it. See you later, guys. Oh no. I made it. Yes.
You've also got a second walkway called the Volare walkway. It's a bit of a workout for the old legs, actually. Very celebrity cruises, I will say.
And this one's high up as well, so I'm pretty sure Costa's trying to punish us, guys. But hey, like David said, it's good exercise. I'm not sure if this is the jogging track or not, but we'll see. Oh gosh. Tell you what though, it's burning off those calories, which I'm happy about. But yeah, some nice views up here. Very panoramic indeed. 1 cookie, 2 cookie, a whole cake. So the front of the ship, you've got the adults only pool area that has a pool and hot tub and lots of seating areas. Then somewhere that we can go, because we're staying in a suite, is called Private 19 Sun Deck. So should we go and have a look, see what's up there for the suites?
Ooh, I don't know if we're posh enough to come in here to Private 19.
Private? It's private, David.
That's how we say it at the country club, Ben. Private. Ooh, fake bushes though.
Nobody likes the fake bush, do they, David?
No, they don't. Only fresh for me.
Oh, this is very nice. It is very, very small, but there's some comfortable sun lounges. There's a few little cabanas and things as well. And then there's a hot tub, which is always lovely to see. So this is just for use of those people in suites and things like that. But yeah, not bad at all. A shower as well. But I do love a good hot tub.
One thing that's missing though is a bar. Like if you want a drink, you're gonna have to go all the way downstairs, which is so tasking, isn't it? To grab yourself a drink. There's not even like a water station or anything up here.
I meant maybe there's table service, we don't know, but
maybe.
There's nobody here now?
No, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We're gonna have to try it out and see if we get served up here.
Oh, so we've just had a very special announcement that the cabins are ready. So let's head down to our suite. We've never had a cabin in this location before, so I'm so excited. It's going to be a treat, so let's go down one deck, take a look around.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ben already alluded to it, but we are right at the very back of the ship. Give you a little clue there of what type of cabin we're in. It's got a pretty big balcony. That's all I'm saying. No more, no more.
Let's go, I'm so excited. So David, here we are at the very back of the ship, at the very back cabin. Should we go in and have a look?
Yeah, I can try.
Or is it not working?
Oh, there you go. Let's have a look at it.
Ooh.
Welcome to our cabin here on Costa what's it called?
Toscana.
Toscana. Tostos. What's that from?
Tostos.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, let me show you around this cabin because it is pretty special and unique at the same time. So you come in the door and you've got a big wardrobe space there, lots of hooks, nice full-length mirror here, which is very nice. But the best thing is when you come into this main cabin area.
Well, welcome to my 90s bachelor pad / kids club, because yes, the colour has spread to the cabins. Oh my gosh, just look at this, guys. David keeps saying I'm blending in because I'm wearing blue and white and I'm starting to blend in with the walls. But yes, it is very colourful. But you know what? I don't think it's that offensive. I do quite like it. It's a little bit quirky, a little bit different. Yes, it absolutely does look like a kid's cabin, but you know what it sleeps for? So you've got a person can sleep on the couch here, or the chaise longue. A person can sleep on this lovely little pull down bed, and then you've got the bed in there, which we'll show you in a minute. And you know what? It's quite spacious, it really is. And one thing that I like is that you've got 2 sets of doors to the outside. So we've got not 1, but 2 balconies, which is pretty damn cool. Look at this, it also came with some goodies because we're living the sweet life. We've got a bowl of fruit, #health trip, some nice Prosecco, posh Ferrari Prosecco, and a delicious bunch of treats.
Oh no, they looked really delicious and I was really excited to eat them, but they were absolutely disgusting, so I just popped the lid back on them. I drew a veil on them treats. I didn't want to see them anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's a quirky cabin, decoration-wise, like Ben said. I call it Marge Simpson-esque.
Oh.
Blue, yellow, white, that is the theme, and then every single shade in between. But these treats I do like, Ben.
Oh, me too. So you've got the old coffee machine, espresso machine. We've got some more of that coffee, which is called Cafe Vergnaro. Sorry, guys, I can't pronounce. You also get lots of free things as well. Well, I say free, you paid for it because you're on a blooming cruise and you paid to come in the suite, but you get big bottles of water, as many as you want. You've also got a mini fridge over there as well and plenty of storage, and that comes fully stocked, mainly with soft drinks and water, but a few Heineken beers put in for good measure. Plenty of plug sockets around as well. We've got some plug sockets under the desk. We've got some near the chaise longue, plus some USB, the big USB type. But you know what? It's really nice. There's lots of storage. We've got a TV as well in here and a TV next door. There's no on-demand content whatsoever, even though every other Carnival company, so if you didn't know, Costa belongs to the Carnival brand of cruise lines like Holland America, Princess P&O and other cruise lines, and they all have a great on-demand system where you can watch free content, but there's nothing apart from some channels. And all of the channels, bar one, and a news channel are all Italian, German or French or Spanish by the looks of it. So we've got 2 TVs and absolutely nothing to watch. It makes no sense at all, especially in a premium cabin like a suite as well, where you do expect to have on-demand movies and things like that. You get them on every single other one, that suite we've done before, but not here on Costa.
Ben, I'm going to ask the question that everyone's going to be shouting at the TV. Is there free popcorn in this cabin?
I thought you were going to ask for the swivel test.
Oh no.
Oh no, swivel. No, of course it's not free popcorn, but look at this.
Is that the...
I don't know if I just broke it. Did you see it sort of wobble there? But look at that, she has a swivelage. So if you're sat on the couch, we can swivel to our heart's content, which is fabulous. I mean, oh God, it's got a green line on it now. I don't know if that was there before.
I'm not paying for that, it can come out of your money. Anyway, let's have a look at the bathroom, shall we? I call this Wonderworks-esque as well, because whoever invented this was blooming crazy with that crazy tiled floor, but it's massive. It's like super long. You've got the toilet on one side and then a shower at the other. Again, we always say about suites this big, it's missing a bath. It is really missing a bath, but apart from that, the shower has multiple sprinkles, guys.
Ooh.
So you can get sprinkled on till your heart's content.
There's one thing that I really do like. We've got a pool, so it comes with an exercise machine just like our last cruise. So we can do some pole dancing whilst in the shower, which is absolutely fantastic. We did the towel check. They're as rough as a badger's arse, guys. They are not very nice indeed. We do like a more plush towel, but you know what, it's nice in here. It's quite big. It's a little bit weird. I don't know if I like the fake walls. We haven't tried the products yet, but I do like all of these squirty things on the shower. Would have liked to have seen a rainflower shower. Rainflower shower? A rainfall shower, because that's a bit pathetic, isn't it? That'll only do for a karaoke session or two, but it's not going to do for a shower.
What do you think about the pig trough that they've popped in the room, Ben?
The pig trough? Oh, this thing, what is with this sink? It's absolutely blooming horrendous. It does offend me quite drastically. It's a his and and her and her, his and them and their and this. But it's weird. It's a very strange bathroom, but you know what? You just come to clean in here and do your business, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, so the bathroom a little bit weird, but let's take it into the bedroom now, because it is a separate bedroom and you can actually divide the room with the door.
Ooh! Oh, it's a mirror?
Wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't either.
I thought it was just a wall.
Hello everybody, the magic of television and cameras.
There we go. So you can lock off whoever's in that other room and have a bit of privacy.
Does the other side close as well?
This one, yeah, I think it does, Ben.
Oh.
Let's do it. It actually has separate aircon units as well, which is quite handy.
Oh, that doesn't have a mirror, so it's not like you can put on a bit of a show in bed.
No. But it's quite nice because now this is a proper cosy little bedroom, and it's just as bloody ridiculous in here with that horrendous wall there.
We do the bed test every time, but you know what? I am exhausted. A good exhausted. It's been a fabulous day, but look at this. It's nice. Now, when we did come in this room, the beds were separated, so these do separate as twins. For some reason, I don't know if it's just us, about 90% of the time, we walk into twin beds. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, that happens, but you do request it when you buy the cruise. It asks you if you want a twin bed or a queen bed, and we always press a queen bed, but we always come into a twin, which is a bit annoying. And when we asked our butler to change it, she looked at us like we were blooming crazy, and I'm like, it's the 90s, girl. Well, 2024 anyway, but I'm sure it was just a mistake. There's a pillow menu as well. They didn't blooming have any of them, so there's about 6 pillows you can choose from, and they had 2, so that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? But yeah, a really nice bedroom. Like David said, the psychedelic wall over there, another TV with absolutely nothing on it apart from a webcam, the ship locator, so the map, and a few random channels. And then around in this section, you've got a lovely little desk area. Again, you've got a European plug. You'll find absolutely no North American plugs here on Costa, so make sure you do bring European adapters, but on the newer ships there are USB. Lovely little hairdryer, and we've got a lovely little walk-in closet here, and it's nice because it comes with a couple of robes, some slippers, and then on the other side we've got some more drawers and some hangers, and we've got a nice little safe as well. It's not going to hold anything major, but you know what, I like it. It's just super quirky. By the way, when I said at the beginning we haven't stayed in an aft cabin, totally lied, because we've stayed in an aft cabin bloomin' twice. We've stayed on Virgin Voyages in the aft suite a few times, so completely ignore me. But
that made a good impression on you.
I know it did, but do you know what? I quite like it. The bedside drawers look a bit cheap and IKEA-y, but it's nice to have a plug socket and a USB on either side and some little lights above the bed as well. But you know what? It's nice and bright. Right, David, do you want to take them out to our offensive balcony?
Yeah, welcome to the big aft, the balcony which is at the back of the ship. And this isn't just the only balcony we have, because there is actually more than one. So we have some lounges over there to lounge in the sun, a little area here to sit and have a coffee. I think you can smoke on these balconies. Do not quote me on that, but there is a ashtray on the wall. So whether they've put it there just because people do smoke, even though they're not supposed to, I'm not sure. You get a lot of people smoking on these cruise lines, the Italian like MSC and Costa.
Right, shall I squeeze past first, David?
Okay, do you want to go first?
Let me do this, guys. I have no idea about this design and what they were thinking, but
it's a secret balcony. You said we had 2, but technically we have 3, because look at this balcony here.
This is very, very thin. I mean, I've lost a bit of weight, and this is, it's tight.
I mean, this is the size of balcony you get on the Royal Princess bed, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
I'm going to have to turn. Let me just turn and... Oh, here we go. I'm pushing through, guys. Oh, it's a boy.
Oh, God,
right,
don't get stuck. David. You look like a siren on the front of a pirate ship.
Oh, I've disappeared. Right, come and have a look. Very noisy on this balcony, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very noisy. Ah. And then we have a second balcony area. This one's a little bit more shaded. It's a little darker, and again, you have a little ashtray and some chairs, but it's quite nice because it's on 2 sides of the ship, so we're going to be able to get like views from either side of the ship. But Ben said like he said, it is very noisy. You can hear the music from the bar below, there's music from the bar above. People can see you from down here. I can literally wave to people and people can wave back. So it's not the most private balcony.
Right, let's see if I can get back through. Let's think thin thoughts. Let's think Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell. Right, let's go back in because we've got something to talk about. We've got one major complaint. Well, Cruise with Ben and David, we're always going to complain about something, aren't we, guys? It's actually quite chilly out here. It's getting a bit stormy. Oh, Jesus, I genuinely almost just walked into that mirror. I thought there was a stranger in our cabin, but it was just me. Anyway, my complaint, honestly, this cabin is so bloomin' noisy. Now, we do know that we booked it below a deck that's outside. It was the only cabin left, and it was the cheapest. I'll let you know exactly how much this cabin was in just a second, but it is ridiculously noisy, and I just want to throttle the person who bloomin' designed this ship, because just guess what's above us. Oh God, you can hear it. A kids play area. So a full-on kids area has been plonked just right above our cabin here, and all we can hear is bang, 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 and it is so incredibly annoying. Now, I know this happens now and again with some cabins, and you do tend to get them a bit cheaper, but this is a bloomin' suite. This is the second biggest suite on board this ship, so this is an expensive suite, and we did complain about it, and the guy came up and he was like, oh my gosh, every single cruise people complain. And I'm like, well, yeah, why don't you close down that blooming little area outside then? But it's not the crew's fault, so we can't moan at them. It's Costa's fault and their stupid ship design. But fingers crossed it will be quiet on an evening, because he has assured us that it closes, and do you know what? That's all that matters. Otherwise, it's a nice cabin. We did all the clean tests. It's absolutely spotless. Like I said, we met our cabin attendant and our butler, and they're both lovely as well.
You're blending in, Ben.
So drum roll, please. Am I blending in with the wall, David? I love it. Anyway, drum roll, please. So this cruise cost us for this suite for 7 nights, just over $6,000. So by no means is it cheap. It's a little bit cheaper than some of the suites we've done before, but pretty much on par. I think it's almost exactly the same price as MSC Yacht Club. So we're going to see how things are, aren't we? But yeah, not cheap at all. This is not a budget cruise line. The cruise prices tend to be a little bit cheaper than, say, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, companies like that. but not by much.
So I'm going to do the most important thing. I'm going to unpack now this bottle of wine into my mouth and order some dinner.
Well guys, it's already started to go wrong and we're only on the first night. There's a few things that we need to talk about in our next episode. So that's it for this episode, but we want to show you so much more, especially after a few more days on board as well, because we want to show you exactly what this is like and is it justified in it being voted basically the worst cruise line consistently.
Well, all I'm saying is the rose-tinted glasses have officially came off tonight.
But yes, all will be revealed next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button and the like button because it really helps us out.
And a big thank you to our patrons as well. It's because of your support that we're able to bring you this honest and unbiased videos. In return, you receive extra benefits like advert-free videos. We also pop them up early. We do behind-the-scenes extras and... Guys,
this is the third time we've made this video.
It's like Piccadilly Circus.
People keep knocking on our door and coming
Times Square
for like no reason whatsoever. It's quite funny. Anyway, yes, you get lots of extra behind the scenes things, loads of episodes. We're making lots of extra whole videos in port as well, just for our patrons as well. You can find out more about that in the description section below, and it really helps us to create honest and unbiased content like this, because we paid for it. So
I think I've said that 4 times now.
Did we?
Sorry if we did.
Sorry. That's it till next time.
Happy cruising.